Hey guys, how is everyone doing, ladies and gents? I hope everybody had a great day. This is Claycee with Each One Teach One Financial, and I just want to do a video just talking about the basics that deal with and explain credit and what credit is. So first off, I want to start with the fact that your goal is to stay above poor or fair credit. What you want to do with credit is you want to adapt some habits that improve your credit score. Those are going to include making on-time payments, using only a portion of your available credit, and then also having a good credit mixture, a different variety of different types of credit accounts, and also the longer account, the better. There are different scoring systems, and the FICO is the most popular system that is being used these days. Let's see here. There's a credit score versus a credit report, and there are two different things. Now, your credit score is the actual number, and it can range anywhere from 300, or it ranges anywhere from 300 to 850. And it goes as follows. From 800 to 850 is excellent. From 740 to 799 is very good. From 670 to 739 is good. From 580 to 669 is fair. And then from 300 to 579 is very poor. Now, the average U.S. score here is 695. So that is the average. Now, there are three different credit bureaus, and they are Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. And let's see here. And there's also 14% of the population have no credit history whatsoever. It's also known as invisible credit, and that's because they've never opened any loans, they don't have any accounts in their name, so they have no history whatsoever, good or bad. Some of the things that these credit bureaus look at to determine what your credit score is going to be are they look at payment history, they look at credit utilization, hard inquiries, your total number of accounts, your average age of your credit, and derogatory amounts. Let's see here. Now, on a credit report, actual credit report, some of the information that you can find on a credit report are it's going to be your name, your address, employers, also different accounts, auto accounts, various loans, mortgages, hard inquiries, collections, public records, which do include bankruptcies and legal judgments. So those are just some of the things that you will find on a credit report. Now, who can see your credit report? It's going to be people and organizations that have access to your credit report that are going to be able to see it. So it's not, a public record. Don't be concerned thinking like your nosy neighbor, can get in and somehow see your credit report or find on your credit score. It's something that you actually have to give personal information. It have to be verified, through the system to get access to. Let's see here. So some of the companies or organizations that would want to be interested in looking into your account would be utilities companies. And utility companies, the reason that they would want to look into your credit is because they would want to be checking your credit to find out your payments to determine if they would charge you a deposit or if they would just go ahead and let you get those utilities hooked up and activated with no extra fees. Also, insurance companies. Insurance companies, basically, they look at your credit report and credit score to decide if you're a risk or not, or if you're somebody that's, risky, and could and result in them having to issue out those insurance payments that they don't want to pay out. Also, banks, creditors, and financial institutions, they check out your credit because they want to give you a line of credit, and they want to, use your report to help them factor in deciding if they're going to go ahead and grant you that credit or not. Also, employers. Now, they are not supposed to discriminate against you, if you do have a credit score that is not, high, but they, can still, request your credit report to look in, and they could still use that, what they find, use that in determining if they want to go ahead and hire you, as an employee, if you're somebody that they want, in their company. And they're not supposed to, but they can judge you. Still, they will, it's still possible for them to come up with some type of excuse or reason why they didn't hire you. You may not never know, but it could have been the fact that your credit score wasn't at a favorable point in which they were looking. Let's see here. Also, landlords. Landlords check your credit because they want to know if you're going to pay your rent, if you're going to pay your rent on time. So they want to look at your payment history and see what type of payment you do. Let's see here. So there are two different types of inquiries that we can get done. Randomness. There's a hard inquiry, which does ding your credit. You will, lose a couple of points, literally just like 2. If you get a hard inquiry ran on your credit, if you're opening a new line of credit or applying for something, phone, whatever it may be, you'll get a hard inquiry, which, like I said, it does take away points from your credit. Also, there is something called a soft inquiry, which is basically just like kind of if someone were outside the house looking through a window, looking in, seeing, what they can see. So no one will never know that they were there. So it's not anything that's going to affect your credit. And, you may get pre-approval letters and things of that nature. And it's based on them doing a soft inquiry. And so again, soft inquiries do not affect your credit in any way. And the hard inquiries really only affect your credit for about a year. And then the weight of the inquiry is gone. It really isn't there much. So what can affect your credit? Let's see here. Credit of loan and credit approval. So loans and credit approval. So you can be denied, for a mortgage or a new card if your credit is not where it should be, or where that particular bank is looking, where that limit is, their expectations are. Also, let's see, loans and credit rates. For example, if you're approved with a low credit score, chances are that you are going to get a high interest rate that you're going to be paying that loan or credit card back at. Insurance rates as well. You could end up paying more for car insurance, home insurance, life insurance, because they're going to base your rate on your credit score. Utility deposits and fees. Like I said, you say you move to another location and they go ahead and charge you, a deposit, a security deposit before they open that account for you because of your low credit score. Let's see here. But you won't pay any more per month. You're going to pay with the utility company. You're going to pay whatever you use. You won't be charged any more because your credit score was bad, but you could possibly be charged a deposit. Applications for apartments. You could be denied approval for having a bad credit score. And also employment. Again, they can't turn you back down, but they can consider your credit report and credit score in the process of deciding if they want you on or not. And they can just come up with something else as to why they didn't really take you on. And the final thing that I have for your relationships, if you are getting in a relationship and there's a bad credit score, there was a report that was done with the Federal Reserve Board, and it said that the further the credit scores were for the couple, like say one had a high score and one had a lower score, so the further in numbers that the couple's credit score was from each other, the higher chance of the relationship to end in the first 5 years. So, and then also your credit score can impact you, like I've been saying, in many different ways. So things to do to improve your credit score are pretty much, pay your bills on time, pay your bills in full. Pay down debt, avoid opening new accounts, and lines of credit. So these are just the basics, like I said, that I wanted to give foundation as far as credit. If anybody has any more questions or concerns, or you need any help, you can feel free to inbox me. You can also email me at clayceeholt@gmail.com. So that's clayceeholt@gmail.com. You can check out my website, eachoneteachonefinancial.com. And you can get more information on credit and other programs that I can offer or assist with. I help with debt elimination, tax minimization, investing, credit repair, and increasing your income. So just give me a call, 619-606-2138, or a text or an email. Check out the website. Like I said, go ahead and like this video if you enjoyed it, if you got any value out of it. If you would share it, that would be awesome. I would really appreciate that. Subscribe. You can hit the subscribe button and subscribe to my channels. I'm going to be coming more often with more videos, just offering value. So that's all I have for tonight. Like I said, any questions, comments, or concerns, reach out to me in any of those ways I listed previously. And this is Claycee with Each One Teach One. Have a great night. Bye.